Good afternoon, all of you. And
Good
today we are
afternoon,
going
ma'am.
to. Good afternoon. Please mute कर दो so that I can start my session. Just a moment, I have to. Uh, yeah. Okay, so we are going to start with the details of partition wall. Initial two classes I've already taken where we have discussed what partition walls are and why they are made and what is the advantage. And after that, we discussed all different type of partitions, whichever partition types are available and that are being constructed with respect to the different kind of material we use and the function where exactly it is made. So now, what today class we are going to be dedicating to. It's a practical class, of course, and we are going to discuss about. We'll actually choose one of the partition, and then we are going to discuss it. We are going to see how the construction is takes place, and how we actually prepare the whole partition wall, and how are the drawings that are going to be prepared for the site. So this is going to be a totally practical class, and where exactly I'm going to be showing you images of CAD, so that you come to know of the drawings. And
So,
so,
just a moment.
yeah. So this is a to start with. I'll just give you a brief idea of partition walls and how are they constructed. So one, see, to start with the process of designing, you should be able to first of all understand what exactly design you are going to make. Once you have the idea of what design is it is going to be like, then only you can think about how you're going to detail it. So first of all, you have to have the idea of what design is and then start implementing. Once you get an idea what the design is, then comes exactly how the construction basically happens. Now, when we come to the construction, let me give you a basic idea of a partition wall. I mean, if you're going to make a partition wall, suppose into a hall, a huge hall, and you have to make a simple partition wall, because as a start, as a student, you should be knowing, you should be able to understand the basic, detailing of partition wall, and not getting into a lot of design aspect, because once you understand the details and everything and you are able to draft it out, then only you go further, another stage, another step, and then you start to work out a design which is more complicated, which is of your own choice. So for this particular class, I'm going to be taking a wooden partition, and it's going to be a very simple design so that you understand the construction technique, and then further we can go for a complicated one. Fine. So now I've taken a very simple partition. It's a wooden partition, and it's a very simple partition, and with a door opening and window. And the basic thing is that you have to understand how the framing is done and how the partition is made, so that when you detail it out, you are not you don't make any kind of a flaw, or you don't make an error which on site it becomes an issue that this partition is not the design is such that it is not possible to construct it on site. So you have to understand, like, for me, being a professional, it is not a very tough task. When I think about design, back of my mind, a lot of things keep going on. I know what exactly I am thinking and what my design is going to eventually look like, and the details are in the back of my mind. But you people, you are new, you're fresh to the topic. For you to understand all the things are, of course, really tough. For it's very difficult. So you should be able to first of all, understand the basic construction details, and then go into the second step of getting into the complicated designs, right? So in that case, I mean, uh, let's talk about few of the steps. Uh, Suppose if you are designing a partition into a hall, you have decided where the door and the window is, and then you have to see where exactly the location of the partition is going to be. Once you locate the position of the partition, where exactly it is going to be, then starts the framework. Construction of the framework starts. First of all, you do the framing. The framing is fixed to the side exactly, and then once the framing is ready and it is fixed onto the position, then you fix up the boards, maybe commercial board or laminated board, whatever, and then the fixing of the door goes on. So the steps are very simple, and I'll explain you in a presentation so that you understand them much better. The drawings are made on CAD, but for you people to understand, or for me to explain you better and easily, what I have done is I've prepared a presentation, a PowerPoint presentation, where I'll exactly tell you step by step how the process of partition construction goes on and how you're going to prepare the drawing. So for that, let's go to the presentation. Yeah. So here we are. Um, um, so we'll start with the wooden partition presentation. The What I've done is I've taken a very simple partition wall here, which you can see in the image. It's a very simple partition, and you can see there are two windows that are also fixed windows, and you have a simple door here for the entry. These are the grooves which have been shown, which are deliberate, and they have been given because when you apply the board on top, you get the joints. So when you get the joints, why not make it evident and make it a part of a design? So this is a simple partition wall, and for you, before you start off with the designing, what you should basically follow the steps. The first step is finalize the design. Whatever design that you have in your mind, you finalize that this is what you want and this is what you want to achieve. Then you decide the material. Material, you mean what all material you are going to be using in that partition wall? Material which is in coherence with the surrounding, which gels with the particular room or the hall where you're making the partition, so that it matches well. And then the finishing material, what finishing material is going to be, whether it's going to be laminate, whether it's going to be a teak board, whether it's going to be a solid wood, whether it's going to be aluminium, or whether it's going to be metal sheets, whatever. I mean, whatever material that you think of, you finalize it. And then the location of the door and window. Once you finalize the door and window is, and then perceive the design in your mind, imagine it into your mind. Draw the elevation of the partition wall. First of all, draw the first elevation of partition wall. This is what I have made, which is the first step, where I have simply made an elevation. And this is a simple plan where I have actually marked the partition wall is this, and the door opening is over here, and then two openings are here, which are fixed windows. So once I decide the position where exactly my door and window is going to be, then I draw a basic elevation which shows the window, the two windows here, and the door opening. So this is your basic plan and elevation, which you have to work on. Once you are one, when you decide this, the frame should cover the opening of the door, window, wall, and floor ceilings. I mean, whatever you have to make, one thing you have to realize is that you have to leave a gap here from the wall, of the window, because there is a frame that is going to be moving around on all four sides of the room, on top of the ceiling, floor, and the wall. Because for the partition to fix and to get the strength, it needs to fix with the wall, with the ceiling, with the floor, and from all the sides. So once you have finalized the design, then you go down and start making the framework. I'll show you in the plan how it goes. Um, Here you can see these are the framings. And if I show you it in the elevation, these were your windows here, and this is the door opening. And the rest area has been framed like this. Now, what you will see in the framing also, there, the main thing that you have to first of all keep in mind, that the windows and the doors, there has to be frames all around the door and the window, so that when you have to fix in the frame of the door, you don't have an issue. Otherwise, if there's no frame, how would you, there's no, the vertical framing, how would you fix the door frame to the partition frame? So there, you can actually see it so properly that their framing is around the door, and there here also framing is around the window on all the sides. And another main framing is which is on the floor, towards the wall, and on the ceiling also. So once your framing is fixed for the windows, doors, and the walls and ceiling, then whatever you left in between, then you can divide it accordingly. I mean, if my window is here and the door is here, I've divided the middle area into four different.
రిమోట్ కదా అది
Once you divide it into four areas, then you get the balance is divided. Please, can someone mute it, please? There's a lot of disturbance going at the back. Once you do the basic framing, then you divide it and form the whole framework. When these vertical members are called the studs, these are studs, and these horizontals are the connectors, which are this basically are later on laid, and they are fixed so that you get extra strength to the framing. There has been I haven't made it straight. You can see there's zigzag, like one goes up, one goes down, one goes up. That the reason behind is when you have to fix them through nail from side, you need a space. That's why you stagger a little, so that you get space to nail them and fix them properly. Once the framing is done, go to the I'll just show you framing, the images of how the frame looks like. The framing is made like this, and this is how the framing is first of all created on the floor, whatever the design is, whatever your design is going to be. And this framing, you can see in the image also how that person, the carpenter is preparing the whole framework on the floor. And after the whole framework is ready, then then you can see the whole framework is actually lifting it up and positioning at the place where exactly he has to fix the partition. After he fixes the partition here, he's going to nail it from all the sides. He has fixed it up totally, and then after that, the middle, the connectors which he has fixed, he's going to, fix it at the position. Here he has done it diagonally. You can make it straight, whichever way you want to. So this is how the framework gets ready, and after the framework gets ready, you start fixing the surface, whichever board, whichever design that you desire for according to that. Now coming to the step 3, after the framework is ready, here you can see I have fixed all the laminated boards on top of the whole partition, leaving the door and the window. Those openings have been left behind, and all other areas have been cover. When you cover it, you have to make sure that uh,
वो तो
uh,
मेरी फ्रेंड लोग है, कहाँ
every
गया?
panel that you create gets
तेरा
some
कहाँ है?
framework so that you can name it. Otherwise, it's going to be not a very strong partition, and it's going to the things get loosened up later on. So I mean, and then you have to decide this also, that when you put the panel on top, the division should look equal, not that one is coming 1 feet, another is coming 1 feet 2 inches, another is coming 1 feet 3 inches. You have to see that the sizes are accurate, and that is what you have to plan it out initially, how you're going to make the framing and how you're going to put the boards on top of it, so that you don't get into mess later on, that you realize, oh, I made a mistake, now I have to redo all the drawings. So if you plan it out and if you do it properly, once your design is final and then you work it out, you will never have an issue. So once all these, the top layer which you put, it can be a teak ply also, it can be a laminated board, it can be an MDF board, pre-laminated MDF boards. It can be a normal commercial board with the veneer on top, or it can be a normal commercial board with the deco paint or anything, whatever you want to. There are multiple
ऊपर वाला
designs, styles, materials available in the market. So a little exposure is required. Otherwise, you can
एक तो है,
of the
तेरा है बोल
material
के
on
नहीं
top.
दिख रहा है,
Once the
लेकिन ऐसा कहाँ आ रहा है?
नहीं आएगा, वो हाइड
क्यों?
करा हुआ है।
excuse me, please mute.
कहने का मतलब है कि इसको दिखा रहा है।
म्यूट करो।
Once the whole framework and the partition is ready, now what you have to do is you have to fix up the door frame and the window frame. The second step goes in where you have to finally fix the and the doors here. Detail here. Here you see these are the frameworks and the board on top, and the door has been fixed here. So once all this is done, um, I go to yeah, here. Once this is ready, you can exactly see it is going to look like this image which is being shown over here. I'll go to this image. This partition looks a little bit exactly like the image. I've tried to find out the images and made the drawings accordingly so that you have convenience to understand what exactly we are preparing and how finally it's going to look like. Now we can I'll show you in CAD a little more details. Probably you will understand them better. Here you can see the partition wall framing I have shown. These are the framings which have been fixed here. These are the dimensions, and after the framing is done, the next step is you fix the commercial board with the any kind of material on top, be it laminate or teak board. And after that, in the end, you fix up the doors. The door detail is very essential because wherever the door and the window is going to be there has to be a member so that you can fix the door frame to the member. If this if this member is by chance being missed, then you can imagine how would the door frame be fixed to the partition. So to fix the partition with the door frame, you have to have a member right at the edge of the door. You can see both the side you have the frame, and there's another frame which is touching the wall so that this partition gets the strength if it is fixed to the wall. Similarly here, I showed a window here. So window frame is here and has been fixed to the partition frame. This way you are going to basically, these are few things which you have to actually remember, that the framing has to be very strong enough, and that every door and window and every opening should get the surface of the frame so that it can get fixed to it. So once everything is ready, you divide it and then you apply the I mean the surface board, whichever board you want to use on top of it. Um, Actually, when the whole session is going to get over, we'll unmute everyone, and then at that time we can discuss whatever issues everyone has. For right now, let me just finish off with the presentation, and any questions, we'll open the presentation again and we are going to discuss it with you. So don't have to bother about that. Yeah. So this is basically the kind of just a basic partition that we were discussing, and to make you understand. This is another partition I've just fixed. The partition that we were discussing right now. It was a simple where the framing was not visible. You can see a simple plain wall like this, just little grooves somewhere. Otherwise, you see simple. Then now another one which I'm showing here. It has framing exposed. I mean, you can see the frame and then the board is in between. So in that case, you have to remember one thing, that your framing has to come out rather than the board actually covers the whole frame. So for that, I have worked out a detail for you too, so that you understand. Here you can see these frames are outer and that board has gone inside. In this case, when you will make the elevation of this detail, your wood framing is going to be visible from outside, and a little inside would be your commercial board or laminated board or teak board, whatever. But now to fix this, initially what used to happen is this board was here. So it used to fix to the frame. But now because it is inside, it cannot get fixed with the frame. So you have to create another frame inside. You have to add another small frame so that you can nail this to this frame. I mean, uh, I don't know if you're being able to understand. The purpose is that commercial board or laminated board, whichever board that you're using, it gets a surface to get fixed. So when this is exposed, how would you fix this? To fix this, you have to, add another member in between so that you can fix the board to that. I mean, to achieve, this is the detailing which has been done for this particular area, this joint I have taken. This is another style of partition where you will be seeing that these are, commercial boards, and there is strips of glass, vertical glasses being used. Not glass, I would say. These are reflective mirrors. They have used mirrors. Now, if you have to mix this kind of a design, I mean, you are not able to see the frame also. This is kind of a, beading being added to it. Otherwise, nothing. If you have, in this case, you can't see the frame. Frame goes inside. But yes, you are getting mirrors at the various intervals. So the detail is going to be something like this, where your frames are inside. The outer frame where, the commercial board, and then the, veneer, teak ply has been applied on top, and then the whole thing frame goes inside, and then the glass comes, then the frame, and then the teak ply on top of it. So in this case, you cannot see this particular frame which goes inside the whole partition. You're able to see only the teak board on top, and then the glass, and then the teak board. So this similar thing you get here. You get the teak board and glass and teak board. The frame goes inside. So you have to basically, I mean, even if I take 10 classes or 20 classes, and if I explain you 10 and 20 different type of partitions, but to be honest, every particular partition, if designed, has a different detailing altogether. And once you understand the concept of how the detail works, you will have no issues at all to do it again and again and repeat them. And you can evolve new design and detail out by yourself. But as a student, you really have to understand the basics and fundamentals of the partition. Otherwise, it's not going to be a tough thing. This is one of the details which has been worked. It's a very, very decorative partition, and a lot of detailing has gone into it. Probably, but just for the sake of showing you one of the drawing, I have brought this and I've made an slide of this so that you understand this. This is here. It is a door, and basically it is a back wall of a bedroom. So what a huge bedroom have been divided into a small dress at the back, and for the division, a partition wall has been given, which is very decorative. There is a door here, and this is totally solid, but a lot of mirror, reflective mirror has been. This is reflective mirror at the back, and zigzag paneling has been created. Then here you have the bed, and the back wall of the bed is like this with the glass here and the panels here. So quite a complicated kind of a design. Uh, but that's how that's the way, and that's the kind of detailing actually is expected when you make a drawing, and the drawing that has to be sent to the site. So this is the elevation is this, and after this is the the framing elevation of the same partition. Look how complicated it looks, and the way the framing has been worked out. The thick dark lines that you see, these are the framing, which has been created according to what the design is going to be like. Once the framing is ready and the door positions are ready, after that you detail out the plans. These are plans at different levels. Level two levels have been created. She has shown one here and one here, and then two vertical sections have been cut and showing the detail of that. I'll be sharing this whole PowerPoint presentation with you all. You can have a look, and you can just check the details. If any kind of a question, I would, because my PPT has my phone number at in the end. If you have any issues, you can contact me. We can arrange another session to work out and to discuss all the issues. Or if you want any kind of a design to be discussed, I'm just open to that thing. We can sit back and discuss any kind of a detail. I'll work it out for you, and we can we can have a session on that. These are few images I've just picked up for you, like how partitions are different. We have seen in corporates, we have seen at residences. When it comes to residences, the partitions are entirely different. They are more elegant. A lot of different materials are used, and designing is a lot there. And I mean, they look fancy basically, and everybody has a thinking that my house should look very different, my house should be better than the others. So everybody comes out with a different design and materials and everything. So these are few images which I've picked. They look different, and this will give you an idea that partition looks like this also. Like in this house, the partition has no function, but it's just a division kind of a thing. Division in a way that it is transparent also, you can see through, but it is a division, and it gives you a feeling that this area and that area are separate and segregated. Here it's a living room where you have a TV fixed to the wall, a small cabinet below, just a sleek thing in the living area, a little modern and a little contemporary, I would say. This is one of the partitions where you have made openings, and you have planters also. So this is a different, this is little stylish and different. And then you have to, of course, when you have to think of such kind of design, you really have to work out the details also along with that, because there's no point making a fancy elevation and you can't work out the design, or you can't work out the details of it. So once you think of a design, you have to understand how it is going to work out, and how it is going to get constructed on the site. If it is not, if you don't understand how it is going to get constructed on the site, how would a laborer or a carpenter would understand? So, I mean, once it has to be clear into your head what you are making, then only it will help you out. This is another kind of a partition which divides the living with another space here. So very smartly and made. These are few more designs. It's a dining and a living partition where they have created small planters here. And this is nothing like what we were discussing, framework and XYZ. We were talking about something else, and this is something else. But naturally, if you're not going to understand, it's like, if you're not going to understand the basics, how would you come here and how would you understand these complicated partitions? How would you able to work out these ones? Like, this is also something very simple and sleek and interesting. These are little office partitions where you have, clear glass and a little solid with the clear glass. A lot of transparency is there. Now corporate offices are of a different ambience altogether. They look entirely different. They are not like, totally solid. They are glass. There are lot of toughened glasses used. A lot of colored glasses are used. So we are into a different world where a different exposure of interior and architecture is there. So it all depends upon you, what exactly you want, what design you want, and how you're going to implement it. These are some more. These are partitions for the computer, workstations, where partitions have been made into cubicles, and these cubicles, and every partition has been divided into a grid with different laminates and, milky white glass. This is called milky white glass, which is little translucent, not transparent, not opaque, but in between. So I mean, you have variety of partitions being shown here, which is uh, this is kind of a conference room, oval shaped, elliptical shaped conference room with glasses, and, what these the costing comes out to be very high. So probably making elliptical glass conference room is not an easy task. You have to have the curved glasses also. They come factory made, so it's tough. But as a designer, if you want to design, you don't have to think much. I mean, you should think. Uh, you don't have that constraint. So that ends my presentation, and you can note down my number and my mail ID. So it's going to help you out in some way. And my presentation, of course, as I told you, I will share with all your teachers and your faculty, so they can share it with you, and this certainly is going to help you in some way or the other. I have tried my level best to yeah, hi all. I have tried to uh, add as much information as I could in the presentation, and probably it's just when it is a virtual class, it's just a one person being communicating with people who are invisible. So it's a little more tough to make you understand, and certainly to arrive to this situation and create a presentation of a practical class is also not a easy task. I have certainly tried my level best, that I put in as much as and make it as easy as possible for you people to understand it. Hopefully, you have understood, and there must be certainly doubt, because I am sitting here and you are as a student, you will find it really difficult. But I'm here to I'm here for you people, and I'm going to try hard that whatever questions you have, I try to sort it out. And if you want more of classes which is related to this and you're not able to gather too much, we are going to do it again. And thank you so much for being here and listening to me and giving that much of precious time of yours. And I'm so grateful to you all people. Thank you so much. I like everybody to unmute and please ask questions because I really want it to be a little more interactive. I don't want that students in the end feel that, oh, this was too complicated for me to handle, or probably this virtual class isn't enough for me to understand, because I really understand, and I would appreciate if everybody comes up with a question and have a problem. So, I can see a lot of questions being. Some people have said they really need to ask. They've raised their hand. They want to ask something. Uh, if anything, anyone wants to ask, we can go back to the slides again. No issues at all. Anyways, how was the session? And everybody understood? Anyone say?
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Have you been able to understand?
Yes.
Okay. So if any question, please, I'll give another 2 minutes so you can ask question, or else we'll end up the session.
Ma'am, I would request you, this is Robbie.
Yeah.
I would request you if you can just drop down your email. If you're having any doubt later on.
I've actually, the presentation already has a, I'll go back to the presentation.
Maybe they are not able to write it down. If you can just help them.
I'll just show them again the. Okay. Yes, you can. You can copy the mail ID and my phone number also, and any kind of problem you can share with me. We can have a session again.